So, we're back with another face from the underworld. The first thing I'm seeing is children playing on a playground. And there's kind of a creepy energy. So maybe this is a context of being hurt or abused as a child, having your power taken away from you, or that's the energy that I'm picking up on, at least. Somebody was being hurt and maybe also teased, and the feeling I'm getting is I'm seeing feathers. I'm seeing like a bird swoop in and kind of lift this little person up and out of that situation. And to see it from another perspective, flying higher and higher and higher above it all. And the bird keeps flying higher and higher and higher until they're swallowed by the sun. And the sun is illuminating everything. Sun is illuminating all the pain, all the life, all the horrible things, all the wondrous things. And it's like that person and that bird have become part of that light. They've been absorbed into that light, and that light, they've become that light. I'm feeling this sense of a transcendence, which is interesting because transcendence, I feel like, usually refers to some sort of ascension, whereas the underworld is more of a descension down into the dark depths. And then what's happening here is those depths being illuminated. So I'm feeling the need to name that's part of what we're doing here. In Faces of the Underworld, we're illuminating parts of the underworld that want to be illuminated to us and to you. And yeah, the first thing I'm hearing is that doesn't mean that what happened was okay. But it does mean that energy can transform. And so what does it mean for the underworld to be illuminated? Or Or what does it mean for aspects of our shadows to be illuminated? I just was drinking some water and now I feel like it's going up my nose, so you might feel like you're drowning in as we engage with the underworld, as you engage with the underworld, or by choice or not. But for whatever way we find ourselves here, I invite the imagination to come in. Help us to grow some fins. Be an ability to maybe breathe down here. So maybe taking a deep belly breath. If you don't know how to do that, look up how to do diaphragmatic breathing. You could even imagine a rock. Something to stabilize a bit. Imagine a shoreline that you finally reached. A place to take refuge. Lama Rod talks about taking refuge. Oh, our wig is needing to be shifted here. It's kind of getting falling around. So, okay. We had to switch out our battery just as I was talking about taking refuge. And then I thought, is that the end of the message? And then I thought I might be worth speaking to that a little bit more. Around, and how I'm seeing it is related to the imagination and the infinite potential of the imagination. And so, and the connection between that and our spirituality, his spiritual vision, and dreams, if you are a visualizer or a dreamer. So, or maybe you can express through drawing or other mediums, ways to express the imagination, ways to cultivate that and expand that, and through prayer and intentions, inviting in all of the support and resources that are available to us. And Lama Rod talks about how there's so much, there's enough available to us. So it's a good reminder for me all the time to remember that and to connect with that knowing, whether it's dissolving into the light of the sun, of source, or connecting with spirit or guides, connecting with my heart, listening to my heart, listening to what my inner one needs and wants and is saying. And the ways that I want to express myself. So, or perhaps the way the underworld faces want to express themselves. I'm hearing that we're calling forth an oblivion from nothing into something, into everything once foretold by our ancestors as their dreams, as what we're made of. The roots that give life. And so the underworld is the domain of roots. That we often cannot see but are there. And I'm finding that there are many different portals into the underworld and into the center of the earth. And why am I telling you this? Well, there's, in some of the stories I've heard, it's connected to origins and finding our origins, remembering our origins, our earthly origins, our cosmic origins, can help us orient to why we're here. And it's such an exploration. I think when I've experienced my world crumbling, it created this opportunity to really reimagine, wonder, reimagine what sparks life for me, what sparks my curiosity, and realizing that I can create the meaning that I want based on my values and give myself that kind of permission. And then when diving into these different realms, I think that people can get a little lost. So it's important to have an anchor before something to come back to. So if you're finding your anchor, I'm imagining like a cord from source reaching out to you, being connected to you, and giving you life. I think I'm gonna end there. All right.